You meet someone attractive, well-dressed, good posture, confident smile. Before they say a word, your brain has already decided this person is probably intelligent, trustworthy, competent, kind. You didn't consciously think this. It happened automatically, in milliseconds. This is the halo effect. One positive trait creates a glow that makes you assume all their other traits are positive too, and it's costing you more than you realize. The halo effect was first documented in 1920 by psychologist Edward Thorndike. He asked military officers to rate soldiers on multiple qualities: intelligence, leadership, character, physical ability. He found something strange. Ratings were highly correlated. If an officer rated a soldier high on one trait, they rated them high on everything. If low on one trait, low on everything. The officers weren't evaluating each trait independently. One impression was bleeding into all the others. This happens constantly in your life. Attractive people are judged as more intelligent, even when test scores show no difference. They receive lighter criminal sentences for the same crimes. They're hired more often and promoted faster. Not because they're more capable, because attractiveness creates a halo that makes everything else look better. CEOs who are taller earn more money. Not because height predicts leadership ability, but because height creates a confidence halo that makes people assume competence. Well-designed products are rated as more functional, even when they perform identically to ugly versions. Apple understood this decades ago. The halo around beautiful design makes people assume the technology inside is superior. Even academic credentials create halos. Someone introduces themselves with an impressive job title or university degree, and suddenly everything they say sounds smarter, even when the content is nonsense. The reverse is also true. One negative trait creates a negative halo. Someone shows up late to a meeting. Now their ideas seem less valuable. Their work seems sloppier. Their judgment seems worse. The lateness spreads to everything else. This is why first impressions are so dangerous. Whatever trait registers first, positive or negative, contaminates your judgment of everything that comes after. And here's what makes it worse. You don't notice it happening. The halo effect operates below conscious awareness. You genuinely believe you're evaluating people fairly and objectively. So what do? First, separate traits and evaluate them independently. Force yourself to rate someone's intelligence separately from their appearance, their trustworthiness separately from their confidence. Ask, what actual evidence do I have for this judgment? If the answer is just a feeling, you're probably under a halo effect. Second, make decisions based on evidence, not impressions. In hiring, use structured interviews with standardized questions. In investing, evaluate companies by numbers, not by how much you like the CEO. In relationships, judge character by behavior over time, not by charm in the first meeting. Third, be aware of your own halos. If you're good at one thing, people will assume you're good at everything. If you're attractive or well-spoken, people will overestimate your expertise. Don't mistake their inflated perception for reality. Fourth, watch for reverse halos. If someone made one mistake or has one flaw, resist the urge to assume everything about them is flawed. One data point is not a complete picture. The halo effect will never go away. Your brain uses it as a shortcut because evaluating every trait independently is cognitively expensive. But awareness changes the game. When you feel a strong positive or negative impression of someone, that's exactly when to pause and ask, What am I actually basing this on? Because the glow you're seeing might just be a trick of the light. Follow rational mind for psychology that sharpens how you judge reality. Tomorrow, anchoring bias, why the first number you see controls everything. See you then.